Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I'm going to be reacting to Taylor Swift and her album Midnights, and I am also going to be doing the Til Dawn Edition. So that basically is all the vault tracks and bonus tracks. So it's going to be a long video, 23 songs. The album altogether is 1 hour and 20 minutes. Lyric-wise, I don't know what I'll do. I think I'm just going to try and maybe kind of go through some lyrics, but not overly. I won't overdo it like I have in other videos. Of course, with the red vault tracks, I tested it out where I did a separate lyric video, and it actually did pretty well. It got like 1,000 views, which isn't bad, but it also made me gauge that people don't seem to be I guess as interested in the lyric reading. But then when I don't do lyric reading in a reaction video, I get comments about it. So it's one of those you can't win sort of situations. But I'm just going to do everything my way, see how I want to do it and whatever, because I love going into the lyrics, but it does take a long time and I lose energy, I get hungry. I've also got this horrible sinus thing going on. So I'm just going to do it my way, see how I feel, see what I pick up on, and so on like that. If I do end up wanting to do a whole lyric video, I will, but I don't know. I don't know about that. I liked the lyric video idea, but then it was a lot of work for not a lot of viewership. And of course, you know, it's not all about views, but actually it kind of is. Like, it really kind of is if I want to grow the channel. And I've been doing this for nearly 3 years, and I really do want to get better and better over the years. I'm here for the long game. I don't care. And it's not about being famous or anything like that. It's about being able to live comfortably and have a job that I love doing. And I want to be able to do this job forever. I don't want to have to be like, you know what, I can't afford to do this anymore, so I'm going to have to go get a normal job or another job, or because of my health conditions, that's really hard for me as well. So I will end up just being quite skint. I want to be able to react to all the things that people suggest. I want to be able to do lyric videos. I want to be able to do all the videos ever, but I have to be sensible and smart about what videos I do. To some degree, like at the moment, I've really been focusing on my patron requests because I kind of let them go on the back burner while new like releases were coming out. And I was like, hang on a minute, I'm getting this kind of wrong, because the patrons are the ones that are actually, you know, funding my life. So I need to give them a little bit more respect, which I always respect them, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, lyric wise, hopefully I will get into some lyrics on this video. Probably won't do a lyric video, but you know, you just never know, because like Taylor Swift's albums are so lyrically charged. It's going to be difficult, but I'll get the general ideas of the songs and talk about them, and you guys can tell me about the lyrics too in the comments, because you know, you're good at that and you know better than I do. This is my first listen, so you'll know the songs better than me. But anyway, now that is out the way, if you would like to become a patron and help me out, then that would be absolutely amazing. And also, it's not just you helping me out, you also get early access, uncut content. I even like react to music videos at the end of albums now. I probably won't do it with this one because I'm going to go through all the music videos after I've done all the albums. Might only be a Patreon exclusive when we get there. It might just be a Patreon exclusive, or I'll put like most of the music videos in the YouTube video and leave one out for Patreon. Just nice to give the patrons that little extra bit of content, you know. But yeah, become a patron, because there's also song request videos that you could do, which is so fun. I do them every single month. That is the one thing that I am committed to fully. Like, I make promises all the time about, yeah, I'm going to do this next week, yeah, I'm going to do that in a couple of weeks, and sometimes it just never happens because of my ADHD brain, where I think I can do it and then I can't do it, and then I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. like this album, for instance, I was meant to do this like a few months ago, and here I am in bloody May doing it. You know, I can't make promises for things, but with Patreon and the song request videos, I really try and get them out every single month, and I've been quite successful. Even though I might be in a bit of a rush at the end, I succeed at it. There's like themes each month that you can vote on depending on what tier you're in, and you can vote you can vote on the theme, and then whatever theme wins, that's the theme of the month, and then you give all your song requests to me under a post that I post. And yeah, we just do a whole video with them all, and it's so much fun. I love it so much. It's like a big mixtape with a big themed mixtape of music I've never heard before. Oh, I love it. And it helps me get to know you more as well, which is lovely. And I just love how much taste you all have, like in music. I'm like, wow, okay, like this is crazy. And there's just songs in there that I might never hear or ever heard before. Yeah, so it's just really cool. But also you can request albums. Like I said, I'm trying to be a bit more committed to my album request patrons at the moment as well. So and I feel like I'm already getting more on track with it. I'll feel like after this next like couple months of just like really focusing on that, I'll be able to integrate the patron requests a lot smoother like I used to before, as well as doing new releases. Also, there's sometimes exclusive content on there, albums that don't go to YouTube that you can watch me react to, all sorts of stuff. But if you can't become a patron, please don't worry. Like, I know I'm talking about, oh, this helps my life, blah, 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 like this is my job, and if it wasn't my job, then I don't know what I'd do. And yeah, I know I'm saying all that, but I understand financial struggles, and that's, you know, it's a mirror here because I understand, and you know, it's difficult times at the moment as well. So I do understand if you can't become a patron or help me in any way like that. But you can help by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, just help boost my socials and boost the engagement. I love reading your comments. They always make me smile. So yeah, please do all of that because that is entirely free. But anyway, let's actually get into it. I know that bit's boring and you probably skip all that bit anyway. I always think that, like I've mentioned this before, but I always say all of this at the start where it's so easily skippable and then like barely bring up subscribing or anything else throughout the video. And I'm like, this is terrible. This is terrible promotion. But obviously, if you're watching the premiere, then you're stuck listening to this bit. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But yeah, I have to say it. I have to say it. If I want to keep doing this, I got to say it all. Let's start. The first song is called Lavender Haze. I like the name. That already sounds beautiful. Lavender Haze. Also, lavender's like associated with calm and peace and being and sleepfulness as well. It helps aid sleep. So I wonder what this will mean, like a lavender haze. Is it like a dreamy haze? I don't know. Let's just listen and find out then. Oh yeah, wait, before we do start though, I should probably show off the makeup look. Obviously I just went with classic Taylor red lip, and I have to say I've done a red lip my whole life too, so it's a classic Fern red lip too. But I also did like I've also got like a sparkly blue dress on. I've got this little thing, I don't know even how to describe this thing, like a sort of netted blue tiara thing, and I put a mermaid necklace on just because I kind of thought it all tied together, like this kind of midnight siren sort of feel. And of course got the blue eyes. I didn't paint my nails, but that's because my cousin got me like a gel nail heater thing, and I've been terrified to use it, but I haven't wanted to paint my nails until I use it. And yeah, anyway, it's a whole thing, but I really do adore this look. I feel like I actually do feel a bit like a princess, not going to lie, or a queen. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Kind of look like, I always feel like when I look like not bold, but you know, my hair's flat on top and then my hair comes out here, I look like one of those dogs with like the long floppy ears. But I'm okay with that. Right, anyway, let's do it. Lavender Haze. I'm scared, but excited. I always get, when it's a Taylor album, I'm always like bracing myself, because obviously the Evermore reaction, I was a bit like, I was so sad because I was like, oh, I feel like I didn't love all the songs. But you Swifties are just so kind and understanding. And I do know that, sorry, I'm going on so much, we're meant to be starting, but I do know that Midnight was a bit of a grower for some people as well, more than Evermore. So well, let's see. But anyway, yeah, Lavender Haze, let's go. Oh. Okay, didn't know it was going to have this sort of sound. Staring at the ceiling with you. Oh, you don't ever say too much. Oh, it's kind of moody. I've been under scrutiny. Yeah, oh yeah. You handle it beautifully. Yeah, oh yeah. I feel the lavender haze creeping up on me. Ooh. I just wanna stay in that lavender haze. I love it. I really love this. It feels so different.
All they keep asking me is if I'm gonna be your bride. I find it dizzying, yeah, oh yeah, but you weren't even listening, yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel I'm damned if I do give a damn what people say. No deal. The 1950s shit they want from me. Not Lavender Haze.
Oh, it sounds so like hazy when she says haze.
Talk you talking, go viral. I just need this love spiral. Get it off your chest. Get it off my desk. Get it off my desk. I feel the Lavender Haze creeping up on me. I'm damned if I do give a damn what people say.
I love it.
Get it off your chest. I just wanna stay in that Lavender Haze.
Ooh, okay. That's such a cool first song. And what? I'm just kind of like, it's a little bit mind blown. Also, at the very end there, if I looked a little bit dissociative, I wasn't. I just was having a phone call come through and I was thinking whether it would be that important to miss it or not. And I thought, you know what, it could be missed. But no, that song, that was really, oh, I love it. I love that moodier feeling. And of course, the album cover here, the Til Dawn album cover anyway, I don't know if it's the exact same as the original Midnight's one. It looks kind of moody anyway. She's got like this flame, like her eye makeup's a bit darker. She looks kind of like cool, you know? I wouldn't have expected that sound. You might all be going, Fern, you haven't heard nothing yet. Taylor's done sounds like this before that you haven't heard. Maybe, but I've never heard it and I'm like kind of like wowed by it. It felt like a song that I would usually listen to, if that makes sense. It felt like one of those songs that I would put on and love. Whereas her other stuff like Folklore and Evermore, I absolutely adore, but it's not the usual sound I would listen to, I suppose. Not the usual, nowadays anyway. But this one sounded a bit more like one that I would just put on and love and sing to and dance to. At the moment, I like songs that I can dance to, and like I guess I'm really liking more pop sort of songs at the moment. Or not just pop, but like club songs, dancing songs. Really into all that at the moment. Obviously, that didn't have like a club vibe and the fact of like, oh yeah, it's not like EDM or bloody, yeah, whatever. But it still had that kind of like, it's like cool. Even though it wasn't hip hop at all, even like there were da-da-da-da-da-da, like little things like that. It's like an R&B hip hop vibe to it here and there. And when I was saying when she says haze and all the vocals like layer, it almost looked like a haze. I like that a lot. But yeah, lyric wise, I'm just gonna go to the lyrics. Midnight's Til Dawn Edition lyrics. Please aren't genius. Right. I'm not going to go through all the lyrics. I was reading as they went and I was like, oh, it's, you know, she's talking about I don't want to be in the 1950s. I don't give a damn what people say. And, you know, all the criticism that she gets, basically. I feel like it's all about that. So the Lavender Haze, a love life inspired opening Midnight's track, captures the feelings of a honeymoon style relationship and is inspired by the classic 50s phrase of the same name. Oh, I didn't know it was a phrase, Lavender Haze. I've always had of rose-tinted glasses, but not Lavender Haze. I kind of love that, though. Inspired by a line from a Mad Men episode, Swift wrote this song to convey the desire to focus on the passion of love rather than being swayed by the negative or unwanted remarks of others. On a October 2022 Instagram post, Swift compared her 6-year relationship at the time with British actor Joe to the themes of the song, stating, "I think a lot of people have to deal with this now, not just public figures, because we live in the era of social media. If the world finds out that you're in love with somebody, they're going to weigh in on it. Like my relationship for 6 years, we've had to dodge weird rumours, tabloid stuff, and we just ignore it." Okay. But yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was thinking, obviously I was reading along and thinking it was about the criticisms and stuff, which it was, but it was more about the criticisms about her love life, which is interesting. And also let you know, like, if I really like a song, I'll look into lyrics at my own time as well. Obviously it would be fun to go for each one, but I know I'll drain myself, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. But anyway, I want to move on. I want to hear Maroon, so let's do it. We've had Lavender Haze, now we've got Maroon. All these colours. Let's go. What? Again, I'm just like, what? These sounds. She's getting swaggy.
Came we were cleaning incense off your vinyl shelf, cause we lost track of time again. How'd we end up on the floor anyway, you say? Your roommate's cheap ass screw top rose, that's how.
Still storytelling.
And I chose you, the one I was dancing with.
I love that. The beat is so like tense and minimal.
The burgundy on my t-shirt when you splashed your wine into me, and how the blood rushed into my cheeks, so scarlet it was.
That's so cute. Is this about Joe then?
When the silence came, we were shaking, blind and hazy. How the hell did we lose sight of us again?
Oh.
Sobbing. You were standing hollow-eyed in the hallway. Carnations you had thought were roses, that's us. The rubies that I gave up, and I lost you.
Oh. Okay, this is quite sad.
I was at the sky and it was Maroon on my t-shirt when it splashed your wine into me, and how
I love her melodies.
with your memory over me, that's a real fucking legacy.
Wow. I feel like I've not even heard her swear before. Maybe I have, but I don't remember.
Fucking legacy. The burgundy on my t-shirt when you splashed your wine into me. It was Maroon. I saw on my collarbone.
I love this.
It was Maroon.
I love the production. I love the melodies. I love the words. I love her voice. This is amazing. Like, this is kind of like a Charlie XCX sort of instrumental in some ways. What the hell? What is this, Taylor? This is crazy to me because like I've not heard this side of Taylor yet. It's so mature, but also sad and like moody, like I've already said. But yeah, okay, that was a sad one though. Also, I can't remember if it was track 6 on Taylor albums or track 4 that are the sad ones. I guess I'll find out. I'm going straight to the about section here because yeah, it started off all like, oh my god, like love, and oh no, actually it's quite sad it's quite sad actually. Okay. No, this is the second song I'm not getting sad yet. No. Actually no. Anyway. Maroon is the second song on Taylor Swift's 10th album, Midnights. It has similarities to Red and Clean. While Red describes a love that was burning red, this track is more grown-up version, I even said more mature, of a love story. It shows that shades of red were a constant. Oh yeah, because she talks about red throughout. Maroon. Oh yeah, and there's song Red, and then this one's called Maroon. Oh, that's clever. How does she do this to my heart? How does she do this? It shows that shades of red were a constant in a relationship, but maroon is a brownish crimson colour. It is not a straightforward red, but allows for complexities and honesty. Red was like this bright, passionate thing, but maroon's a bit more dark and a more mature colour as well, I guess. Oh, someone in the comments said the verse sounds like Lord's Team. Yeah, I know exactly. It does have a Lord feeling to it. Oh my god, it really does. That's crazy. Yeah, because verse 1 is literally all being like, we were so, we were up all night together and we were drinking rosé, and then I chose you, the one I was dancing with, and my cheeks flashing red, and then the silence came. We were shaking, blind and hazy. How the hell did we lose sight of us again? Sobbing. Oh. And then it says like carnations you had thought was roses. That's us. It's like saying like that's us. Like I don't know. There's something to that line that I want to touch on, but I can't quite get there. Like I don't know how, if I have the intelligence to explain it. It's one of those like feelings that are so deep. Like you were standing hollow-eyed in a hallway, like trying to give her flowers, but they were the wrong roses. Like they were the wrong flowers, and she's just like, but that's us. Like we were always not quite colliding. We weren't always on the same page. I don't know, but then the rubies that I gave up, there's so much to this. I'm not going to go into it right now though, obviously. And that's a real fucking legacy. When she says fucking in it, I'm like, okay. But yeah, okay. Maybe I'll go into this another time. lyrically. It's actually really hard because it's Taylor, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's move on. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. We've now got Anti-Hero, which it has over a billion and a half listens on Spotify, which is wild. And you know, it would be crazy if I had never heard even a single melody, a single word, a single thing from this song. However, all I know is, hey, it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Is that the right song? I was like, hang on a minute. Is that the right song? I'm the problem, it's me. That's all I know. That is truly all I know. So let's get into it. Okay.
I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons.
Damn.
I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices. I end up in crisis. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
Wow. Her words are just so good.
Feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on the hill.
Sexy baby.
Did you hear my covert narcissism? Like disguises altruism, like some kind of congressman.
Wow.
One day I'll watch as you're leaving, and life will lose all its meaning. For the last time, it's tea time. Everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. I have this dream, my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. The family gathers around and reads it, and then someone screams out, she's laughing up at us from hell. I am the problem, it's me. It's me. I'm the problem.
I don't know why, but even this song is making me emotional. Well, it is.
Everybody agrees. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
It's kind of sad that, like, I just feel like that one's sad as well, because, like, she's saying that she's the anti-hero and, like, that she's problematic, and she's kind of being mean about herself, which is obviously sad. That just is sad. Yeah, let's go to the about section there. But I love the way that one sounded too. Do you know what I think it is? Like, all these songs so far are reminding me of the song This Is Me Trying from Folklore, and This Is Me Trying is like one of my favourite songs of Folklore. It might even be my number one or number two. I kind of go between August and This Is Me Trying. Yeah, it sounds great. It just sounds great. I don't even know what to say, but I just wanna go to the about section here. This is also intriguing. Described by Taylor herself as one of my favourite songs that I have ever written, Anti-Hero is the scintillating lead single from Midnight's, her 10th studio album, largely serving as a parallel to 2019's The Archer. The song shows a darker self-perception from Swift than usual and goes into detail about what she feels are her personal failures. The track's title and track, well, she even mentions like depression at the start, right? Was it this song that she said it? No, I think, oh yeah, when my depression works a graveyard shift. Yeah, and I was about to say, like, I'm glad you mentioned depression, because when you are being like that about yourself, like all your failures and all your problems and all the things that you think you are, like that whole narcissist line and pretending to be altruistic like a congressman, I was just like, you kind of, with depression, you're like your own worst enemy in the worst way. I think that is when you are the most close to your shadow self, is during depression. It's like that shadow version of yourself sits right next to you. It is there. You're like joint at the hip. It is so loud. So this song really just has a lot of depression wrapped inside of it. But yeah, it shows a darker self-perception from Swift than usual and goes into detail about what she feels are her personal failures. Yeah, Swift released a behind the song video to discuss the meaning and purpose behind the track, saying she struggles a lot with the idea that my life has become unmanageably sized, and described the song as a guided tour of the things she hates about herself. Yeah, that's exactly why it was making me emotional, because I was like, not like I'm an empath in general. And obviously when I go, I'm an empath, I'm not, it sounds so cringe, but I am. I just have a lot of empathy. So when I hear people talk like that about themselves, it's very painful, but it's also because I've talked about myself in so many horrible ways as well. And it's a reminder that I have done that and still do that sometimes. This is what Taylor has said. Anti-Hero is one of my favourite songs I have ever written. I really don't think I've delved this far into my insecurities in detail before. I struggle with the idea that my life has become unmanageably sized, and not to sound too dark, but I just struggle with the idea of not feeling like a person. This song is a real guided tour throughout all the things I tend to hate about myself, and it's all those aspects of the things we dislike and like about ourselves that we have to come to terms with if we're going to be this person. So like Anti-Hero a lot. So I like Anti-Hero a lot, because I think it's really honest. It's very honest. And I can understand why she might not feel like a person, because first of all, it hit me with like, I don't feel like a person with like depression, all of that. But then came looking at the bigger picture and her being like, she's so famous, like unmanageably sized, that she doesn't feel like a person. She feels like a spectre, I imagine. Yeah, she's just so famous. I can understand why she might feel that way. I also really don't want to be crying. I say that now, but I know there's going to be a song that just makes me cry. Well, all 3 songs have made me want to cry so far, and I've kind of just gone, and it's good to cry, but I'm going to meet my friend later. I'm not drinking alcohol at the moment, but I'm still going out and like to the pubs because it's sunny and it's nice to sit out on the beach in the sun. And also it's good for me to go out sober in those environments to prove I can do it. Whatever, that's a whole thing. But I'm going out later, so I don't want to, mess up the looks. I'm going to go out like this. Not wearing this dress and this tiara, but the makeup. But anyway, yeah, let's move on. Snow on the Beach featuring Lana Del Rey, which I have actually heard before. Actually, no, I haven't had this version. I've only heard the more Lana Del Rey version. So actually, I'm kind of interested to see what this is going to sound like. And I can't even remember what video it was in now. But you know what? In editing, I'll put up what video it is in. And I don't know if it's on YouTube or anything. But anyway, okay, Snow on the Beach featuring Lana Del Rey, not the more Lana Del Rey version. Right, let's go.
One night, a few moons ago, I might just have been you, passing by unbeknownst to me. Life is emotionally abusive, thanks to you. And it's like snow at the beach, weird but fucking beautiful, flying in a dream. But it's coming down, no sound, it's all around, like snow on the beach, like snow.
I find it so funny, sorry to pause, but I do find it funny that people are like, sorry, there was not enough Lana. And I love that Taylor was like, noted, and then like they did it again. I thought that was so cool, and like that's really cute that happened, because yeah, there's not enough Lana. And if it didn't say featuring Lana, you might go, oh, is that Lana? Because like, you can tell the Lana-isms, but then you might have said, oh, this song reminds me of Lana, but you might not have thought it was actually Lana if it didn't say featuring Lana. But yeah,
I searched Aurora Borealis queen. I've never seen someone lit from within. And it's fine to fake it till you make it, till you do, till it's true. Flying in a dream, stars by the pocketful, you wanted me, but it's coming down, no sound, it's all around, like snow on the beach. I can't speak, afraid to jinx it. I don't eat, but your eyes are flying saucers. from another planet. Now I'm all for you like Janet. Can this be a real thing? Can it? Are we falling like snow at the beach?
I guess I have heard Taylor swear before because I've heard this song before.
But it's coming down, no sound, it's all around like snow on the beach. Like snow, but it's coming down, no sound, it's all around like snow. Down, it's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down.
I think my house phone was ringing, but oops. I know, someone was trying to ring me earlier on my mobile. I don't think I've said that in ages. But who knows who's trying to call me. But they're calling at the wrong time, so hopefully it's not important. I doubt it's too important. I think it's probably just going to be like from the repairs place, because my extractor fan in my kitchen's broken. And yeah, anyway, whatever. But yeah, love that song. Obviously I like it more with more Lana, because why wouldn't I? You know what, I'm going to add what I said about it the first time I heard it in this video, as in I'll put in a little clip, because that makes the most sense. But yeah, anyway, next we've got You're on Your Own, Kid. Okay, was it song 5 that's the sad song? Right, do you know what, let's just listen and find out.
Summer went away, still the yearning stays. I play it cool with the best of them. Anyway, I hear it in your voice. You're smoking with your boys. I touch my phone as it fits your face. I take from sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes. I waited ages to see you there. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. I see the great escape riding in my room. I play my songs in the parking lot. I'll run away.
So much building.
Me there. I search the party. You better buy.
I wonder if it will kind of burst.
You're on your own, kid. You always have been.
Oh, that's quite beautiful. Yeah, that made the song so much better.
I hosted parties and starved my body like I'd be saved by a perfect kiss. I looked around in a blood-soaked gown and I saw something they can't take away. The bridge is burned, everything you lose is a step you take. Got no reason to be afraid. You're on your own, kid. Yeah, you can face this. You always have been.
Okay, very intriguing. Oh, the way that cuts off as well. Yeah, right to the about section for this one. There was some interesting moments in that. You're on Your Own, Kid recounts a young person who longs for love but eventually understands that they are on their own. As the song progresses towards its conclusion, the verses take you through her younger life and the music builds as she matures through the song. Oh, that's cool. I like that. As the song builds into a frenzy, the audience receive a glimpse into Taylor's past life. She writes a song, burns the lyrics or letters into ashes. Suddenly, she's on her own, figuring out how to be herself. Because You're on Your Own, Kid, I was like, okay, hang on a minute. That feels like someone has told her that, and her realizing, like, you know, there's no one really entirely there for you in this world. You have to really be the one that backs yourself, and you're on your own. You have to look after yourself more because you're the one that can do it better than anyone else can. The song utilizes a soft pulsing percussive beat that slowly blossoms into an alt pop soundscape. Yeah, I'm really glad it like kind of did do that burst of more sound. I was like, yeah, because otherwise it would have just stayed that kind of pulsating beat would have been a bit too minimal, I'd say. Lyrically and vocally, it sounds like something from Red, but with a darker sheen. Yeah, I really like that. That's really cool. Whoever wrote that is quite correct there. But yeah, I don't know why, but when she said blood-soaked gown, I was like, what? What was that about? Or was it meant to be some sort of metaphor that I didn't catch right away? Probably. Sometimes I go in and out when I'm reading lyrics. Like I'm like, because it might be a line that hits me and I'm thinking about it still, and then another line's already coming up. So I'm like, hang on, what? From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I gave my blood, sweat and tears for this. I hosted parties and starved my body like I'd be saved by a perfect kiss. Oh, I really like those lines. It's just so girly pop, girly baby girl coded. It's what all girls do. You know what I mean? They've put in all the effort, like they've made a big party and starved her body, which is sad, but like, you know, wanting to be really skinny and look amazing for this person, hoping that she could be saved by the perfect kiss, like a prince coming for the princess. You know what I mean? The jokes weren't funny. I took the money. My friends from home don't know what to say. I looked around in a blood-soaked gown and I saw something they can't take away because there were pages turned with the bridges burned. Everything you lose is a step you take. So yeah, I guess it is just about like blood-soaked gown. I don't know why she says that. Everything you lose, step you take, so make the friendship bracelets. Yeah, about losing friends in some way. Yeah, be present and make the most of your time because things can slip away easily. Maybe the blood-soaked gown really is just a metaphor of this gown that is long gone and now it's blood-soaked with blood, sweat and tears. And I don't know, but maybe I will click that line just because I'm too curious. I'm too curious. Oh, okay. See, I'm really glad I clicked it. So this may be a reference to the 1976 film Carrie, which is famous for its scene in which a young woman with telekinesis is humiliated in front of an audience due to having blood dumped on her while she was being crowned as prom queen. Yeah, God. So the first time I ever watched Carrie, like the original, yeah, the 1976 one is the original, I'm sure. But I woke up on Christmas Eve and I was so excited. I don't know if I even actually went to sleep yet. I think I'd been trying to sleep and I was like 11 years old. And my mum I was on like one of those bunk beds where it's like a single bed and then like a double bed on the bottom. And my mum was like sleeping on the bottom one. I don't know why she was, but she was. I think it's because of my little sister or something at the time was only 1 year old and my mum was breastfeeding. And it was like, I don't remember. I think there might have been more people in the house, something like that. Anyway, that's not the important part. Anyway, I turned around, the TV was on. And Carrie was on and I was 11. Obviously my mum thought I was asleep and I think she was asleep at this point too because it was like midnight or something. And so I start watching it and I'm like horrified because I'm 11 and it's the bit where like, you know, they go and get the pig's blood and so on like that. And I just remember being like mind blown. I couldn't sleep all night and then the next day I couldn't tell anyone I watched it because I felt like I'd be told off if I told them. So I was exhausted the next day. I just literally couldn't like keep my eyes open, but at the same time I was too scared to sleep just because I didn't want to have bad nightmares. But yeah, Carrie, that makes so much sense. I look around in my blood-soaked gown, like obviously I don't know what the whole verse is kind of referring to, but I guess just like that, I guess it kind of goes back to the Jake Gyllenhaal of it all. The whole like, you know, he didn't turn up to the party sort of situation. I don't know. But at the end of the day, something happened and she was humiliated. And of course, the blood-soaked gown was like her humiliation, but also her anger and wanting revenge and whatever. That is actually really interesting. God, these lyrics are so deep. I really could go line by line and read everything, but I would probably die if I did that. But I really want to. I'm going to have to do it on my own at some point or whatever. Literally every line I click, like I'm clicking here. I hosted parties and starved my body like I'd be saved by a perfect kiss. I click that, right? And there is like a whole entire long paragraph about it, about something she said about it. Then I click the jokes weren't funny and there's another bloody essay just about the jokes weren't funny. Like that line. I'm like, oh my God, I would definitely die if I went through all these lyrics. But I am very curious about them though. I like that song. Do you know what? I was thinking I'm not gonna I was thinking I don't love this one at the start. And then when it like kind of did grow and burst, and now with more of the context of like growing through life, I'm like, okay, no, that's really cool. I really like that a lot, actually. Okay, now we've got Midnight Rain. Okay, but first, this is our first time getting the word midnight in one of the tracks. Midnight Rain. So beautiful, these song titles. Let's go for it.
He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain, chasing that fame. He stayed the same.
This vocal effect.
Like midnight.
so experimental, some of these like instrumentals, and I'm so here for it.
My town was a wasteland, full of cages, full of fences.
Do you know what? I was a little worried that beginning vocal was going to be like that throughout the whole song, and like, sorry, that would have been kind of funny if it was the whole song like that. I would have been like, interesting artistic choice, but I actually like it being at the start like that. But if it was the whole song, I just would find that absolutely hilarious. But yeah, sorry.
Full of cages, full of fences, pageant queens and big pretenders. But for some it was paradise. My boy was a montage, a slow motion, love potion, jumping off things in the ocean.
I love how she rushes her words sometimes.
He was sunshine, I was midnight.
Ooh,
Comfortable, I wanted that.
that's cool actually.
It came like a postcard, picture perfect, shiny family, holiday, peppermint candy. So I peered through a window, and the life I gave away. Cause he was sunshine, I was midnight rain. He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain. He stayed the same, all of me changed like midnight.
I wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain.
I guess sometimes we all get just what we wanted, and he never thinks of me. Said when I'm on TV, and I never think of him. Except on midnights like this, midnights like this.
This is Jack Antonoff again, right? The production, because, well, yeah, of course it is. Just like, yeah, all the sounds are given Jack Antonoff like majorly. Like he uses really fun, interesting sort of like shapes, I'd say, like that, you know, like or modulate and oscillate and, you know, change and like be one sort of thing like that, like, you know, obviously that into which is, you know, going from a more rounded to a more like thinner sound. It's really cool, and obviously it's reminding me of like Lana Del Rey when Lana Del Rey works with Jack Antonoff, like, and also those drums, it still has that kind of weird borderline hip hop feeling to it. I guess it's just the 808 sort of thing, and just like the rhythm, like the like, yeah, kind of like trap in a way, but like subtle. It's really interesting. Okay, let's go to the about section anyway. I mean, I kind of got the idea of it. She wanted fame, she wanted something bigger than the life she had in her small town, and the person she was with just wanted a cozy life, wanted to wife her up, have some kids, and that's completely different. And it kind of got me thinking with those voice changes is representing change, you know, that kind of experimental voice change into her normal voice. It is about change and about doing something different. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it does in my head. With the song utilising an inside light pop rhythm with a mix of some synth sounds, Midnight Rain finds Taylor singing about ending a relationship to focus on her singing career. It then ends off with their relationship being forgotten as if it never happened. The song also reflects on a relationship where the two were opposite of each other, in which this case is sunshine and midnight rain. Each wants something different out of the relationship and has different expectations. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I said already. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. I think every song's been really great so far, if I'm honest. But anyway, let's move on. We now have question. Like question? Question? Ellipses? Question mark?
Good girl, sad boy, big city, wrong choices. I swear that it was something, cause I don't remember who I was before you painted all my nights. A color I've searched for since, but situations, circumstances, miscommunications. And I have to say, by the way, I just may like some explanation. Can I ask you a question? And every single one of your friends was making fun of you, but 15 seconds later they were clapping too. Did you wish you'd put up more of a fight? When she said it was too much, do you wish you could still touch her? Bad surprise.
Interesting.
Did you realize out of time she was on your mind with some dickhead guy? One drink after another. Fucking politics and gender roles, and you're not sure, and I don't know. Can I ask you a question? Did you ever have someone kiss you in a crowded room? Ooh. Did you leave her house in the middle of the night?
That sounds like Lana.
Did you wish you'd put up more of a fight? It's just a question. Does it feel like everything's just like second best after that meteor strike? And right.
This one is interesting. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Did you but 15 seconds later they were clapping too? Then what did you do? Did you wish you'd put up more of a fight? It's just a question.
Cool. Yeah, actually, if I had to pick a least favorite, that might be it. I can't say I don't like it or I hate it, but it's a least favorite. Yeah, it's just okay. Just cool. Nice little album song. I am intrigued by it though. Like, who's she talking about or who's she talking to? Reflecting upon a past relationship on Question, Swift asks her former lover if their newer romantic experiences compared to the time that they spent together. Implicitly, she hopes that their ex is similarly unable to move on from her, and that their newest attempts at love are only second best after the meteor strike. The track opens with a interpolation from Out of the Woods of Swift's 1989 album. Like Question, Out of the Woods is a song looking back on the memories of a now dead relationship. Okay, so yeah. That makes sense. I guess I wasn't picking up on a lot. I think the production, I was really just trying to wrap my head around it if I liked it or not. And I don't know if I did. And the her vocal melodies weren't as fun as they can be. I don't know, maybe it's just kind of blending into some of the other sounds on the album, which is great that it's cohesive, but it wasn't quite as good as some of the other sounds, in my personal opinion. But yeah, let's move on. Vigilante shit. This sounds fun. Let's go.
Draw the cat eyes sharp enough to kill a man. You did some bad things, but I'm the worst of them.
Okay. All right, Billie Eilish.
They say looks can kill, and I might try.
This is very Billie Eilish.
I don't dress for women. Lately I've been dressing for revenge.
That's cool.
I don't start shit, but I can tell you how it ends. Get even. So on the weekends, lately I've been dressing for revenge. She needed cold hard proof, so I gave her some. Picture me thick as thieves with your ex-wife. She looks so pretty, driving in your Benz. And tell you how it ends.
I'm obsessed with this one.
Get sad, get even.
Sexy.
Ladies always rise above. Ladies know what people want. Someone sweet and kind and fun and love.
Ooh, it's like dark magic.
Doing lines.
Ooh.
And crossing all of mine. Someone told us white collar crime. Or for innocence, I'm on my vigilante shit again.
Get it, girl.
Shit, but I can tell you how it ends. Don't get sad, get even. I don't dress for friends. Lately I've been dressing for revenge.
Whoa. Okay, Taylor. Okay, Lil Tay. Taylor Eilish. Okay, bad bitch T. T Swizzle. I've heard my sister said something about T-Swizzle the other day, and apparently she did like a rap thing once, and she was like, and she said T-Swizzle or something, and I thought that was hilarious. What? That was so good. Like, wow, she sounded great doing it, and I love the words. I love this. I love that song, and just the rhythm of it all, and that like kind of like I've been talking about hip hop and stuff throughout the whole album, and then that one is the first one that really had that kind of borderline hip hop feel that is closer to the hip hop sound than any of the other songs. But I was hearing it from the very start of this album, that kind of trap, dark hip hoppy vibe, Billie Eilish vibes massively, like I've said multiple times now. But even the way she did her like little vocals and slides and like the sexiness of it, I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever really heard a genuine sexy sounding Taylor Swift song before. So that was cool. I love that. I don't dress for friends, I dress for revenge. Like, oh my God, that's cool. That is some bad bitch energy there. Okay. Draw the cat eye sharp enough to kill a man. You did some bad things, but I'm the worst of them. Ooh, you did some bad things, but I'm the worst. Like, I'm the worst thing you did. Sometimes I wonder which one will be your last lie. They say looks can kill and I might try. I don't dress for women, I don't dress for men. Lately I've been dressing for revenge. Oh my God, so cool. Vigilante shit follows the topic of a woman who's seeking revenge. Swift and the subject of the song ostensibly obtain their revenge. Instead of getting sad, they get even. The themes of the song heavily parallels Swift's 2020 track, No Body, No Crime, which also sees her involved in vigilantism. Yes. Nobody, no crime. Musically, this song continues with heavy synths reverberating, never quite building to its climax. The sultry building tune creates a dreamy atmosphere similar to that of Dress or Call It What You Want, but the subject matter is considerably darker. Yes, so cool. I loved that one. Like, I really loved that one. That is a vibe I love, and she nailed it. Okay, let's move on though. We've now got Bejeweled. I feel funny though. I want to say, like, when, getting down to that song and I'm literally dressed like this kind of, princessy sort of thing. And I'm there like, oh yeah, getting down. It feels so funny. But anyway, Bejeweled.
Baby love, I think I've been a little too kind. Didn't notice you walking all over my peace of mind. In the shoes I gave you as a present, putting someone first only worked. And by the way, I'm going out tonight. Best believe I'm still bejeweled. When I walk in the room, I can still make the whole place shimmer. They asked, do you have a man? I can still say I don't remember.
I love that!
Familiarity breeds contempt. Don't put me in the basement when I want the penthouse of your heart. Time I polish up real nice.
Nice. This is cute.
Baby boy, I think I've been too good of a girl. Too good of a girl. And I miss you, but I miss sparkling. Best believe I'm still bejeweled when I walk in the room. They shimmer. And when I meet the band, they ask, do you have a man? I can still say I don't remember. Diamonds in my eyes. I polish up real. I polish up real. Nice.
This is cute as hell. The production, the words, all of it. I love it. It's so girly.
Sapphire tears on my face, sadness became my whole sky. And we're dancing all night, and you can try to change my mind, but you might have to wait in line. What's a girl gonna do? A diamond's gotta shine. Best believe I'm still bejeweled. And when I meet the band, they ask, do you have a man? I can still say I don't remember. Nights all night, and you can try. What's a girl gonna do? I polish up nights. I can still make the whole place shimmer.
Oh, that's so cute and girly and pretty. And I love all the shimmering synths and because they really are glistening and shimmering in such a cute way, but in the Midnight's way, It's not like this shimmer of like a, like, you know, the shimmering is still giving me like deep blues and like, you know, darker colours. It's not like this shimmer of, you know, when I think of the song Starlight by Taylor Swift, that had like a shimmering, like sort of brightness, like a, even though it still had a nighttime feel to it, and it was like almost like silver sequins shimmering in the lights of a city. This one had shimmer as well, but it had like a deeper sort of in the nightclub sort of feel, which is really cool and super girly. And I was surprised that I liked it so much, because I'm not like, I guess it was weird for me. It was like, normally I wouldn't like a song like that, because I guess it reminds me of Carly Rae Jepsen, and I've only heard a handful of Carly Rae Jepsen songs, but I've never really like connected to her music or like loved it. But this song, for some weird reason, reminded me of Carly Rae Jepsen, and something that Carly Rae Jepsen would do, which is interesting. So it makes me feel like, why do I like this? Like, why do I like this? And I guess it's just Taylor's way of doing it. And the other thing I wanted to say is like, you know, when you're writing a song and you have to fit words in and you have to do it line by line, and there's like rules to it, I guess. The way she sings her words, it's like she's like, oh, fuck the rules. I'm just going to I want to write this and I'm going to fit it in somehow. It doesn't matter if I sound like I'm doing a rush, like, like she rushes her words in. She's like, I don't care. I want to use these exact lyrics and I'm going to get them in the song. And I don't care how it goes. And actually, it always sounds good. Like the rushedness of it always sounds good. It's so Taylor. It is like her unique thing to do. I've never had anyone else do it. And it's so cool. I am really, really loving this album so far, guys. And I'm really taken by surprise, if I'm honest, because I didn't know I was going to, because I've just heard so many like people say it wasn't what they expected, it wasn't what they wanted, or I don't know, but I'm loving it. I literally feel like it might be one of my favourites. This might be my second favourite. Actually, it could easily creep up to be a first, but I can't say it's first yet because I'm not through the whole album, and of course I'm more familiar with folklore. But no, this is a second right now. That's crazy, and like how crazy that I'm just going right over Red, which I love. But this one's more my style, like more my style for sure. I'm loving it. Okay, let's have a look. But I kind of got the idea of what Bejeweled is about. It's about like going out, feeling like you're not number one in someone's heart. You're making me feel like I'm not this amazing person that I am, but I know I am, because when I go out, I get so much attention and whatever. Like, I know that feeling so much because, well, you know, relationship stuff, but yeah, I know that feeling of being like, feeling like completely gross, ugly nothingness in your relationship, and then you go out and suddenly people are like, wow, you're beautiful, wow, you look so young, wow, you know, and then you're like, what? Like, it's just like complicated and confusing because you're like, wait, what? I don't feel like this at home with the person who's meant to make me feel like that all the time. Yeah, anyway, let's have a look. Bejeweled describes the narrator's frustration with her lover who does not value her as she deserves. In retaliation, she goes out for a night on the town. Despite her lover no longer being enchanted by her, she knows damn well that she can dazzle any room that she steps into. Exactly! And I know this feeling so much, I really do. And sometimes it's not like your partner's actively trying to make you feel ugly. It's just, sometimes it's just that the relationship's dying and you're arguing a lot and fighting a lot, so you can't like, you don't want to be affectionate with that person or intimate with that person. And that in turn can make you feel like, you know, if you feel like you can't be affectionate with someone you're meant to be with, then you kind of close off altogether and you kind of feel like you're ugly. You kind of feel like you're, you know, you're not very special and you haven't got that shimmer anymore. But then, like I said, you go out and then there's people falling at your feet being like, wow, like gorgeous and whatever. Like, this is something I experienced so many times, and I'm not saying it about myself like, oh my God, I'm so beautiful. I'm not saying that, but like, well, I'm really not saying that, because actually it was shocking when it would happen. I'd always be a bit like taken aback when someone would be chatting me up or something. I'd be like, okay. It was a very strange feeling, and it was a bit overwhelming at first. And then obviously I became single, and it was very intense, but I'm a bit more used to it now. I'm used to it now. I'm used to being absolutely stunning now. So yeah, I just get it. I think it's not as shocking now because I'm realizing that I am actually okay looking and I can come across as beautiful. I can come across that way. You know, I'm being more, I've got more self-love and so on, because I'm not in a relationship where I feel this death feeling of depth of affection, romance and beauty and stuff like that. I'm now on my own. I have independence. So, and I'm learning a lot about self-love and so on like that. So yeah, I guess it's not as shocking now to me when someone says, oh my God, you're beautiful, or, you know, they're shocked when I say I'm 29 or whatever. So yeah, I love that song. It felt very, yeah, I understood it. I liked the sound of it. I loved it all. Another very girly pop, baby girl coded song. Very girly. I love it. I love the girliness of it all. But anyway, we've now got Labyrinth. What's going on here? Ah! What?
It only hurts this much right now. Thinking the whole time.
Interesting. We've got like the organ and then like her voice is almost like a choir girl.
Elevators never trusted if it rises fast. Oh, I'm falling in love. Oh no, I'm falling in love again.
Wow.
I thought the plane was going down. How'd you turn it right around?
Those deep vocals. We haven't had a lot of those on this album.
It only feels this raw right now. You would break your back to make me break a smile. You know how much I hate that everybody just expects me to bounce back. I'm falling in love. Oh no, I'm falling in love again. Oh, I'm falling in love. Oh no, I'm falling in love again. I thought the plane was going down. How'd you turn it right around? Oh no, I'm falling in love again. How'd you turn it right around?
Wow. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I love the production of that one. There was a little bit where it lulled and I thought, okay, maybe not a favourite, but then it kind of, you know, did something more again. I was like, oh, no, I really like it. I really like it. I really like it. It's kind of cool that this keeps happening with the songs. Like there'll be a lull or like a bit that I'm like, okay, and then it will kind of do something more. It will just go a little bit extra and I'm like, oh, that saved it. It made it so good. Yeah, that was nice. Again, I would still say it wasn't a favourite, but I really liked it. Also, there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. Oh, so glad I remembered. Oh, so glad. When she's like, you know how scared I am of elevators, never trust us if it rises fast. She goes, I can't remember the melody, but it's like, you know I'm scared of elevators, never trust if it rises fast. Rises fast. Oh, whatever. It descends and then like ascends really quickly at the end. You know, like a little ascends at the on the last two words. And that's cool. Like scared of elevators, thinking of them going down, descending and then rising really fast. Like she literally does that. It's like it's going like that. Oh, whoop. She does it again with the next one. You know how much I hate that everybody just expects me to bounce back. So it's like do bounce back. You know, it's about going rising, bouncing back. It's that real descending to a quick ascend sort of thing. So I thought that was really interesting and probably purposeful. On Labyrinth, Taylor finds herself falling in love hard for someone not long after a traumatic event. Initially convinced that she will never recover from her pain, she marvels at how she finds comfort in a new person. In the first pre-chorus, Taylor attributes her suspicion of elevators to their rapid ascent and compares this terror to her distrust of falling into love quickly. Her rapid emotional turnaround from going down to back right around is frightening yet exhilarating freefall. Absolutely. And yeah, because like I wonder what the traumatic event was, because like there was a lot of like there was like organs and there was like her choir vocal. It kind of made me think of a funeral. So maybe the traumatic event could have been death or something. Not entirely sure, but it could be. Anyway, let's move on. We've now got Karma. Okay. Karma police, restless man, he talks in mathsy, buzzes like a fridge, he's like a detuned radio. Sorry. Once I got started, I couldn't stop. But anyway, yeah, Karma. I feel like I might have heard a bit of Karma on like a introduction to a show that I watched like 3 episodes of, and I feel like I didn't like the show in the end. But when I heard the introduction of that show, I didn't think much of it. It was only when I heard her voice I was like, is this Taylor Swift? Because I remember thinking like, this song sounds so different. Like I've been saying, I'm like, whoa, this sounds so different for Taylor. This isn't a Taylor I've heard before. Yeah, anyway, let's go. Sorry, I know I yap a lot. I'm just like, blah, 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 blah.
You talking shit for the hell of it. Addicted to betrayal, but you're relevant. You're terrified to look down. And I keep my side of the street clean. You wouldn't know what I mean.
I don't know if I have heard this actually.
Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not?
That's cool.
Me and Karma vibe like that. Spider boy.
I don't think I have heard this. It might have been another song. Oh, sorry. The song that I was thinking of was the one that goes, ooh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, sorry. It wasn't this one. I've never heard this one, but I'm loving the lines. And it's so true. Sorry, just to go over it a little bit. I know, okay, I want to say it now just in case I forget. But like, I love that she's like, Karma. I love Karma because she knows she's not done anything bad. But she's saying to people that have done things bad, like, oh, but you don't like Karma, do you? No, because Karma doesn't work in your favour. That's so cool.
My pennies made your crown.
Bling,
Trick me
bling.
once, trick me twice. Don't you know the cash ain't the only price? Live the street clean. You wouldn't know what I mean. Karma is a god. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Sweet like honey. Karma is a cat purring in my lap cause it loves me. Flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Ask me what I learned from all those years. Ask me what I earned from all those tears. Ask me why so many fade, but I'm still here. Karma's on your scent like a bounty hunter. Karma's gonna track you down step by step. Karma is a queen. Karma takes all my friends to the summit. Karma is the guy on the screen coming straight home to me. Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is
Oh, I love it.
envious that for you it's not. Sweet like honey. Karma is a cat purring in my lap cause it loves me.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
And Karma is a god. Karma's a relaxing thought.
I love this one. Bring, bring. Again, the shimmering gorgeousness. Oh, that's so fun. This album. I love this album so much. This is crazy. I literally am so happy at like how much I love it, and I'm taken back by it. I didn't know I was going to love it like this. I didn't even know it was going to sound like this. I didn't know. I didn't know nothing. Oh my God. Her lyrics are so fun in that. When she goes, it's a feeling of the wind in your hair on the weekend. I just was like, oh, it's so cute because it's literally Friday, the sun is out, and I was just like, oh, that's so exciting. I don't know, it just gave you like this thrill, this excitement, like adrenaline, but like this adventure and this feeling of purity and happiness. I relate to that too, because like I've never done anything intentionally bad in my life, like never done anything like evil. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of us can say we've never intentionally done anything evil. Yeah, we may have regrets, like past like things we might have done, like, and so on, but they're normally like growing pains. They're normally things that you do when you're trying to learn stuff and you don't realize, and you know what I mean. But as you grow older, you kind of shed those things, and you shouldn't regret your past or be shameful about things if your intentions are good. Obviously, if you've gone and cheated on someone, then yeah, that's something to like be regretful over, but you got to also forgive yourself. Well, ask yourself what your reasons were, and if you go on to be that person forever, then whatever, screw you. But like, if you make mistakes and you want to learn from those mistakes, and you're not a bad person. And like, there's certain things that people do, like, if you manipulate people or whatever, that's not a nice thing to do. That's just like who you are. That is something worth karma. But if your intentions are good and you try and be good and you try to be empathetic and lovely and kind and so on, and good to yourself and make good decisions, have good morals, and yeah, karma's going to work in your favor. So I just love that, the idea of the whole song. It was just really cool and fun and cute and kind of just confident too. It was nice. It was a nice feeling. Yeah, I liked that a lot. This album is so good. I'm so happy about it. Karma is a god. Karma is a breeze in my hair on the weekend. Oh, karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? That's so cool. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to go to the about section for that one, just because, yeah, I get the idea. Right, next one is called Sweet Nothing. Telling me sweet nothings all night long. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say, actually. Let's go. What? Sometimes I'm just doing things and then I catch myself doing them and I'm like, hang on, what am I doing? I don't know, I'm hyped from this album, so I'm being all hyper and excited and weird.
I spy with my little tired eye, tiny as a firefly, a pebble that we picked up last July. Everyone's up to something. I found myself running onto your sweet nothings. Outside they push and shoving. All that you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing. On the way home, I wrote a poem. You say, what a mind. This happens all the time. Outside they're pushing, shoving. You're in the kitchen humming. All that you ever wanted from me was nothing. Industry disruptors and soul deconstructors and the voices that implore you should be doing more. To you I can admit that I'm just too soft for all of it.
Oh, and she says it in such a soft way.
All that you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing. They said the end is coming. They said the end is coming. Everyone's up to something. Outside they're pushing shit.
I love the little brass moments.
All that you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing.
I love that. All you wanted from me was sweet nothing. Not like all the other fuckers who want too much from me. All you've ever wanted is sweet nothing, and that is perfect. Oh, that's very sweet and cute. She feels safe with this person. She feels like she doesn't owe them anything. She tells them that she is too soft for all this. She can open up to them. That's so cute. And that is like a really perfect feeling of being with someone or being friends with someone that just doesn't want anything from you. You're good as you are. Like, oh, cute. It's a slow, soft love song which seems to reflect the concept of soft words exchanged between lovers that are called sweet nothings. The song follows Taylor's simple gratitude and love of the life that she has built with her partner. Swift speaks of how she finds peace in her romantic relationship with her boyfriend. Who asks sweet nothings of her as opposed to the pressure she faces from the media. Which is what I was saying. Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, I wish I said it. Oh, at the very, very start, right, I was going to mention the Beatles, and I thought it, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'll wait until after to talk about it, because I didn't want to just say, oh, it reminds me of the Beatles, like, right away, because, like, I'm not even, like, a big Beatles fan. Like, I'm not a big Stan fan, whatever. I don't really listen to the Beatles, basically. I don't hate their music. I think some of their music is actually really good, but I just didn't really listen to it, you know? But it was just, like, these little moments that reminded me of, the Beatles, just maybe the vocal layering and like the cutesy kind of Yeah, I don't know. Something about it was reminding me of the Beatles. But here it says, Swift liked a tweet that connected Sweet Nothing to the story of British singer Paul McCartney and his first wife, Linda McCartney. Love Linda McCartney's sausages. That's so good. But anyway, it's important to note that Paul and Taylor are friends and have already collaborated. Yeah, it's not necessarily saying, oh, this song sounds like the Beatles, but Paul McCartney is part of the Beatles and I was going to mention the Beatles. So I was like, whoa, that was weird. And this song was written by Taylor Swift and her boyfriend at the time, Joe Alwyn. Oh, so he wrote it too, who wrote under the alias William Bowery. This is not the first time the duo collaborated on a song. They also did that on Swift's July 2020 record Folklore, which Joe has writing credits on 2 songs, as well as, yeah, we know, Joe is old news. Even though this is a very, very sweet and cute song, someone in the comments wrote, William Bowery visits us again. I don't know why that's so funny. But yeah, that's cute. That's very cute. Okay, right. Next one is called Mastermind. I do apologise for my hyperactivity.
Once upon a time, the planets in the fates and all the stars aligned, and the touch of a hand lit the fuse of a chain reaction of counter moves. Checkmate, I couldn't lose. What if I told you none of it was accidental, and the first night that you saw me, nothing was gonna stop me? The dominoes cascaded in a line. What if I told you I'm a mastermind? Now you're mine. It was all by design. You see, all the wisest women had to do it this way, 'cause we were born to be the pawn in every lover's game. I'm the wind in our free-flowing sails and the liquor in our cocktails. What if
I love that. Whoa. It's my favourite bit of the song.
I laid the groundwork, and then, just like clockwork, the dominoes cascaded in a line. What if I told you I'm a mastermind? No one wanted to play with me as a little kid, so I've been scheming like a criminal ever since, to make them love me and make it seem effortless. And I swear I'm only cryptic and Machiavellian, 'cause I can. Night that you saw me, nothing was gonna stop me. I saw a wide smirk on your face, you knew the entire time. You knew that I'm a mastermind. Yeah, all you did was smile, 'cause I'm a mastermind.
Wow, really interesting. Cool. I really like the lyrics there. Really telling lyrics, aren't they? She's very, she's always so honest, I find. Like, she really does just say it all. And, oh, yeah, okay, let's just go to the About section here, because that was really interesting. Mastermind is the closing track to the Standard Edition. Oh, okay. So the Standard Edition is only 13 songs. It's not only 13 songs, that's quite a lot of songs, but wow, so that's the end, and now we're going into territory of bonus tracks and so on like that, right? I don't know what I feel about that actually lyrically I think that's great as an ending song. Production wise, I wouldn't say it's the best for an ending song, but hey. She revealed the song's title and track number in the first video. Okay. Swiss Army Knife reaffirms that she thinks that she and her longtime partner, actor Joe Alwyn, were meant for each other, but she also schemed and made up a plan to ensure that they would be together. Once she admits this to her lover, he just smiles because he already knew that something like that was in her nature. Yeah, that's definitely what I got from it. And it is interesting because I feel like, it feels like I'm revealing too much secrets saying this, but she's kind of revealed the secret anyway. But I feel like women do have a knack for that. Women do have a knack for like masterminding situations like that. I won't divulge any further. If you're a woman, you know, or if you're a guy, maybe you're a guy like it too. But also it's interesting because I was thinking, I know she's talking to her lover, but I had this weird little feeling that she was talking to the fans as well, and like her listeners, like just this strange little feeling of like, because all the criticism she's been through and all of this, but really maybe the whole time she was masterminding her way through it, and now she's got like a huge audience, doesn't she? Like, and so many fans. It's like she's made them love her. She's like put a spell on people, or just minded her way into getting people to love her. And I really thought it was interesting. Like, as a little kid, no one really wanted to play with me, so I was already like thinking like a criminal and trying to do these things. And that was interesting to me because I've recently been diagnosed with ADHD, and yeah, as a kid, I could make friends easily, but I still felt like weird and a bit strange. So obviously I became kind of a people pleaser, like a major people pleaser, to get people to like me and not think I'm weird or whatever. Now I don't care, but I still have my people pleasing tendencies, which I'm really learning about at the moment in therapy, which has been amazing for the first time in my life, realizing, oh my God, I can actually stop being a people pleaser, but still keep my kindness and whatever. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Like, because I'm pretty sure I know that a lot of neurodivergent people please because they feel different to everyone else. So they're like, they just want to fit in. So they want to people please as much as possible to fit in and be liked. Thought that was, so yeah, it kind of reminded me of myself in this song. Yeah, this album, I feel like I'm relating to Taylor on so many levels. Like these little levels that are like, very girly levels or just like deeper levels like this. It's interesting, but I do think I like this song. It has such an honesty to it, and I do think that like women and maybe guys too, I don't know, but I'm not a guy, so I'm just talking from my perspective, but women do have a knack for like kind of looking like we're undercover, like seeming like the pawn in a lover's game, but actually we're the queen. And the queen is, you know, the most powerful piece on the board, right? I'm like, right? So yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know. It's hard to explain, actually. I feel like I've gotten a lot of things in my life that I wanted, and I might not have been able to do that if I didn't have the mind of a woman. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that is actually exactly what I'm trying to say. So moving on, we are now going into the tracks that are bonuses and vault tracks. I don't know, nothing says vault tracks, so I guess it's just all bonus tracks. I think I've got used to the whole vault thing going on. But anyway, yeah, this one's called The Great War.
My knuckles were bruised like violets, sucker punching walls, cursed you as I sleep talk, and maybe it was ego swinging, maybe it was her, all that bloodshed, crimson clover, sweet dream was over, my hand was the one you reached for, tears on the letter I vowed.
I like the sort of marching band drum, gives it that war feeling. Sounds awful, but you know what I mean.
You said I have to trust more freely, but diesel is desire. You were playing with fire, screaming from the crypt, telling me to punish you for things you never did. So I justified it, all that bloodshed, crimson clover, the bombs were close in my hand, the burning embers I vowed not to fight anymore. If we survived the Great War.
This one's okay.
It turned into something bigger. Somewhere in the haze, got a sense I'd been betrayed.
I like that.
Broken and blue, so I called off the troops. That was the night I nearly lost you. We can plant a memory garden, say a solemn prayer, place a poppy in my hair. We will never go back to that bloodshed, crimson clover, the over my hand, 'cause we survived the Great War. I vowed I would always be yours.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Not horrible. Just I don't know. I'm not really like interested in war stuff. Like I know it's just like a metaphor and everything, and it's kind of cool and so on. But I don't know. I don't know. At first, I thought it might be for a film or something because of I don't know. I just felt like it was for something, but I don't know. Let me have a look. The first bonus track of Midnight's 3am edition sees Taylor Swift compare her relationship to the Great War. Detailing a devastating conflict within a romantic relationship, Swift delivers a hopeful message as the couple emerges from the tension together, promising to stick together as they push through times. Like, I understand that, but I don't know, comparing the relationship to a Great War feels a bit, like, I like the metaphor, but it's also a bit, I just don't like thinking about war in general, and like war is like I'm not like trying to be all like this weird woke person at all. You know, like war is so devastating to the point of like, and it's real, like it's very real. So comparing a relationship to the Great War and coming out of it is I don't know, maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but it has like a patriotism to it. It's just I don't know about why I can't with war. I just can't with war ever. Okay, there are some things I love watching, like you know, I do like watching things to do with war sometimes, but it's very topical and about the thing. Like I watched what was it called? I love that film. It's a really good film about the zoo film. The zoo film. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Fern. But it's a really good film about like these this Polish family took in Jews and so on in their zoo. Like they like hid them in a zoo, and I think they might have actually been able to save like 200 or something people. But their like house and their zoo became like a army meeting ground for like the Nazis, and so it was so sneaky, and it was such a good film and true story. So I do love watching things to do with war, but I don't know, just the drum. I liked the drum, by the way. I actually really liked it, but just it felt too on the nose with the war of it all. I don't know, something was just pushing me away. Okay. Serving as the introductory track for Midnight's first deluxe, it sets a heavy tone for what's to come. Swift's deepest and darkest fears that haunt her during her sleepless nights. Oh, okay. And I didn't like I said, actually, it wasn't like the song was like annoying me or making me not like it in like big ways. It was just like this kind of, and I don't feel passionately, by the way, about this. Oh, comparing your relationship to war. Like I said, I'm not doing it in a big woke way where it's like weird and annoying. It was more just like a hard to describe really. It just wasn't my interest, you know. It didn't really spark my interest as much as the other songs and sounds do. But anyway, let's move on. We now have, well, actually I'm going to take a very quick break. I've been recording for 2 hours. I'm going to go get myself a little juicy pop, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my clementine juice. Yeah, clementine juice and sparkling water. I did recently go to having apple and elderflower juice with sparkling water. I tried pomegranate juice because it's meant to lower blood pressure because I've been diagnosed with high blood pressure. It's a whole thing. But I hated it. It was rubbish. It was like it tasted more just like water. But no, I'm back on my clementine and I love it. Yummy. All right, let's move on. We now have Bigger Than the Whole Sky.
No words appear before me in the aftermath. Salt streams out my eyes and into my ears.
Ooh, I like that. It's like she's lying down on her back crying.
And
your tears go.
I touch becomes sick with sadness. You were bigger than the whole sky. You were more than just a short time. I've got a lot to live without. I'm never gonna meet what could have been, would have been, what should have been you.
Oh, it's very pretty. Ooh. Wow.
Did some bird flap its wings over in Asia? Did some force take you because I didn't pray? Just turned into ashes.
Wow. So subdued, her vocal there.
'Cause it's all over, it's not meant to be. So I'll say words I don't believe. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And I've got a lot to pine about. I've got a lot to live without. What could have been, would have been, what should have been.
I love that little guitar sound.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You were bigger than the whole sky. You were more than just a short time. But I'm never gonna meet what could have been, would have been, what should have been you.
Okay. Okay. Let's have a little look at the about section here. That's interesting. Because obviously it feels like an ending of a relationship. Is it the ending of the relationship with Joe? Because obviously these are the 3am edition tracks. I'm just reading it now, 3am edition. So maybe time has passed and her and Joe have split here. I don't know. Let's have a little look. Oh, okay. Interesting. It says here, Bigger Than the Whole Sky is a song about losing someone important to you despite only spending a short time with them and wondering what it would have been like if things had turned out differently. Swift leaves the sort of loss open to interpretation, but it likely signifies a miscarriage or the loss of a loved one that was gone too soon. Additionally, parallels to Would Have, Could Have, Should Have, the 19th track from the 3am edition. It implies it could be about Swift losing her childhood and innocence after allegedly being groomed by 32-year-old man John Mayer when she was 19. Oh, that's incredibly deep and sad. When she says like losing someone after a short time, I can't help but relate that to my cat who died when he was only 5 years old. And yeah, it's weird to think that like I would have only known him while he was alive for only 5 years of my whole life. I've only known him 5 years and he's already gone, which is incredibly sad. But this, maybe it being about her innocence, is even sadder in a sense of like, not even sadder because obviously losing someone to death is horrific, but I mean like it's darker, you know. But then also it could be about a miscarriage, which is incredibly sad too, and I know too many of my female friends who have gone through stuff like that. But yeah. Oh, okay. Right, moving on. We've now got Paris. Let's go.
Friend's sister met someone at a club and he kissed her. Ages ago, some wannabe Z-lister, and all the outfits were terrible. 2003, unbearable. Breathe and drew a map on your bedroom ceiling. No, I didn't see the news, 'cause we were somewhere else. I was taken by the view like we were in Paris.
Wow.
We were somewhere else. Privacy sign on the door and on my page and on the whole world. Romance is not dead if you keep it just yours. Sit quiet by my side in the shade, and not the kind that's thrown. I mean the kind under where a tree has grown. I'm so in love that
Just to specify.
we were in Paris. Like we were somewhere else. I wanna brainwash you into loving me forever. I wanna transport you to somewhere the culture's clever. Let the only flashing lights be the tower at midnight. In my mind, we drew a map on your bedroom ceiling in an alleyway, drinking champagne. we were in Paris.
Okay. Cute. I like it. I've not been overly impressed by these bonus tracks so far. Not like, I don't know, maybe it's because I've been sat here for a long time, you know, listening to the whole album, and now it's a lot of songs, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just kind of being a bit more like, okay, you know, it's not going through completely now. I don't know, but I don't know, unless a song really pops out and takes, you know, me by storm, and I'm just like, whoa, you know, then I'm like, okay, these bonus tracks, they're okay so far. Let's have a look at the about section. Lyrically, the song discusses being in love with someone, ignoring or blocking out other distractions like gossip and paparazzi because of being consumed with and transported by life with this person and making imaginative adventures out of simple things with them. Yeah, that's exactly what I got from the song, and I love the concept of that. Just kind of blocking everything out and just being in love with this person, love taking over and kind of, yeah, distracting her from all the outside world and whatever, and the whole like thing of drinking cheap wine, pretending it's champagne, and fantasizing about being in Paris and drawing the map on the ceiling. And I really liked the visuals of that, but song-wise, I just thought it was cute, it was nice, it was good. It was probably the best one out of the bonus ones so far, maybe. I don't know, actually. I don't know, but let's try this one. High Infidelity.
Lock broken, slur spoken, wound open, game token. I didn't know you were keeping count. High infidelity, put on your records and regret me. I bent the truth too far tonight. I was dancing around it. Your picket fence is sharp as knives.
I like that line.
Do you really want to know where I was April 29th? Do I really have to chart the constellations in his eyes?
Wow.
At the house, lonely, good money, I'd pay if you just know me. Seemed like the right thing at the time. You know there's many different ways that you can kill the one you love. The slowest way is never loving them enough.
Wow, that's an incredible lyric.
Do I really have to tell you how he brought me back to life? High infidelity, put on your records and regret me. Put on your headphones and burn my city. Your picket fence is sharp as knives. I was dancing around it.
This is interesting. Again, I'm like, is she talking about herself cheating?
Constellations in his eyes.
I guess I'll find out.
The slowest way is never loving them enough. High
That line is so powerful.
cause and regret meeting me. I bent the truth too far tonight. Picket fence is sharp as
I love
knives.
that line as well. This is my favourite from the 3 AM edition tracks. I actually really like this.
Lock broken, slur spoken, wound open, game token. I didn't know you were keeping count, but oh, you were keeping count.
Ooh, okay. I really want to go into this. Yeah, like I said, the lines of the slowest way. What was it? I'm like, I love the line. What is it? What's the line? You know, there's many different ways you can kill the one you love. The slowest way is never loving them enough. Oh, that is really good. Really good. I'm not going to divulge into why I think it's so good, but I just think that's really good. And also the picket fence is sharp as knives. Like, you know, when we think of a picket fence, we think of the perfect family, like, you know, the perfect home family life sort of thing. But it's like, actually, your picket fence is knives. It's not perfect at all. Actually, it's kind of dangerous, and it's harsh and it's cruel. So yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I definitely do feel myself getting a bit tired. So it is harder to listen to the songs, but it's a long album. Like, with it being this long, I mean, I'm bound to get tired. Not as tired as I would be if I was going through every line and lyric. Oh my god, imagine. Imagine how long this video would be. High Infidelity continues a pattern of Swift exploring the nuances of cheating and infidelity. Yeah, which started in 2017's Gorgeous. Swift then got deeper into the subject throughout her 2020 albums Folklore and Evermore, with songs such as Illicit Affairs and Ivy, of course. However, in this specific track, Swift delves in depth into the games played within an unstable relationship and the intense pain of infidelity caused both to the cheating partner and the partner being cheated on. Yeah, so I don't know if it's true or what. Is it true, or someone in the comments wrote, "Yes, girl, cheat on your man." Terrible. And someone also quoted, "The slowest way is never loving them enough. This shit right here hurts me." Yes, I'm glad that someone brought that line up because it's so good. Yeah, I wonder if someone said I'm a fan of Slutty Taylor. That's so funny. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I know that everyone really loves the 3am edition songs. Sorry, didn't mean to shift you about there. I know people really love the 3am edition songs, and obviously I could see why, but also I'm like, I don't know. I don't know whether it is my mental state of being tired now or just listen to too much music in one. But yeah, but I really like that song. Let's see what's next. Okay. Glitch. Ooh.
We were supposed to be just friends. You don't live in my part of town, but maybe I'll see you out some weekend.
Okay, production.
And what's in my system? I think there's been a glitch.
I like this because it's a little bit different.
Nights are so starry, blood moonlit. I think there's been a glitch. I was supposed to sweat you out in search of glorious happenings of happenstance on someone else's playground. The system's breaking down. I think there's been a glitch. 5 seconds later I'm passing myself to you with a stitch. I'm not even sorry. That's just so starry.
I really like this.
Must be counterfeit. I think there's been a glitch. Interruption, a slight malfunction. I'd go back to wanting to give nothing. I thought we had no chance. Let's dance.
Sorry, I'm getting a phone call from my daughter, so I have to take it. Ah, damn it, I was really liking that song. One sec. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's go back a bit.
Glitch. 5 seconds later, I'm passing myself to you in the stage.
This one kind of reminds me of Lord as well.
It must be counterfeit.
That's cute. Yeah, I like that one because I feel like the production actually changed up quite a bit more from the other songs, but not complete. You know, it reminded me of the Revenge. I Dress for Revenge or whatever it was, Vigilante shit. And like, obviously, it's not exactly the same, but it had that again, the hip hop thing that I've been talking about. And it was just fun. I really liked it. And it reminded me of Lord, early Lord. So that was cool. But yeah, what I will say is it feels like she's surprised that she's falling for this a certain person. And she's like, this must be a glitch because this happened out of nowhere. And also it's like someone that maybe she wouldn't usually fall in love with, maybe. That's just what I'm getting from it a little bit. Glitch reflects on a relationship that was never meant to be. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense too. It started off through friendship, casually evolved into a friendship with benefits, but somehow turned into true romance, so unlikely that it must have been a glitch. Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying. This is likely inspired by Taylor's own current relationship with Joe. Well, it's not current anymore, but at the time, of course. Okay, interesting. So I guess she's with Joe the whole time throughout this album, by the sounds of it. But anyway, moving on. We've got 2 left. Well, actually, no, we don't. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So we've got this one, Would've, Could've, Should've. Then we've got Dear Reader. Okay, and those are the last 2. But then we got Hits Different, Snow on the Beach with Morlana, and of course Karma and Karma featuring Ice Spice. I know there's another one, You're Losing Me, which I have actually reacted to before. I'll probably insert the clip at the end of me reacting to that one. It might feel a bit weird because it'll be like the last song I react to and it'll be like me looking completely different, but doesn't matter. Right, I am getting quite tired now though, guys, so I'm trying to like mentally just a bit, you know, tired. But yeah, let's do this. Would've, could've, should've.
If you would've blinked, then I would've looked away at the first glance. If I was some paint, did it splatter on a promising grown man? All I used to do was pray.
I really like the sound of this so far.
I would've stayed on my knees, and I damn sure never would've danced with the devil. At 19, and the God's honest truth is that the memories feel like weapons. And now that I know, I wish you'd left me wondering. If I never blushed, then they could've never whispered about this. And if you never saved me from boredom, but Lord, you made me feel important. And then you tried to erase us. Would've, could've, should've. If I'd only played it safe, I would've stayed on my knees.
I'm guessing this is about John Mayer.
The pain was heaven. And now that I'm grown, I'm scared of ghosts. Memories feel like weapons. God rest my soul. I miss who I used to be. The tomb won't close. Stained glass windows in my mind. I regret you all the time. If clarity's in death, then why won't this die? Give me back my girlhood. It was mine first. And I damn sure never would've danced with the devil. Can't let this go. I fight with you in my sleep. The wound won't close. I keep on waiting for a sign. I regret you all the time. I can't let this go. I fight with you in my sleep. The wound won't close. I keep on waiting for a sign. I regret you all the time.
Wow. That's sad. I love like the rushed feeling of it though. Like it's very like frantic and very like it's not like a slow sad song. It has like this rush and like feels like she's got a lot of trauma actually from the John Mayer situation, which why wouldn't you? You know, of course she was very young and like, you know, I give me back my girlhood, it was mine first or something. When she said that, I was like, oh, that's really sad. And if you didn't know already, but I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, so yeah, I resonate with that very much so. Yeah, okay, let's have a look what it says here. Taylor uses morbid and religious overtones in order to express regret for a youthful relationship that left her deeply scarred. Yeah, really, like when she said she dreams about them and like the memories feel like weapons, there's definitely genuine trauma there, which, like I said, obviously it makes total sense. But yeah, this draws on themes such as those in previous songs, A Perfectly Good Heart and Dear John, where the singer's naivety was similarly trampled on. Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda draws on Taylor's relationship with John Mayer. I knew it as soon as she said 19. I was like, oh yeah, because I remember reading that earlier in this video, that she was 19 and he was 34, which took place when she was 19 and he was 32. The age difference was highly criticised at the time, but the young Taylor stuck to her rebellious guns. Yeah, well, she was 19. She didn't know any better. Now, with more than a decade of experience accumulated since the end of the relationship, Taylor now regrets it, given its power imbalance. The untimely taking of her innocence and the lasting trauma she maintains from it. She laments that she was unable to leap too quickly into things she would never have taken, things she should have taken her time with. The song itself is filled with heavy, threatening drums that provide a rock feel, juxtaposed with vocal background harmonies reminiscent of religious choirs. This combines to create an ominous track with sobering associations. Sonically, there is somewhat comparable feel to Taylor's earlier songs Haunted and Don't Blame Me, albeit with a much different message. Yeah, that's incredibly sad, and I think it's very, 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 very cool that she wrote this. And I'm guessing Dear John, well, I've heard that Dear John is meant to be one of those ones where you're like, oh, you know, just it's a good one, and it's a really telling one as well. But yeah, this is my first one that I've heard from her about John, and yeah, I think it's so cool that she just really writes everything she wants to write and is so brave with her words. She's very powerful. She does it for those who don't know how to speak up as well, which is lovely. Anyway, next, this one's called Dear Reader. So we're just talking about Dear John, but this one's Dear Reader. Okay, so this is the last of the Midnight Edition tracks, apart from the fact that we've got Hits Different, Stay on the Beach, more Lana. What I'll do with the Lana one is I will find the original reaction to that one and put it in the video, because I'm too tired and my reaction will just be silly now because I've already heard it. This will be my, you know, 4th time now, considering I heard the one without more Lana as well. So it would be a bit silly if I listened to it again. But anyway, let's do it. Dear Reader. I nearly moved on to Hits Different. Let's do it. Dear Reader. Also, I might skip Karma featuring Ice Spice. I'm not, nothing against Ice Spice. It's nothing to do with her, but I feel like I've already heard Karma, and like if Ice Spice is just another little feature, I don't really see the point in doing it for a reaction.
Dear reader, if it feels like a trap, you're already in.
And also, I don't want to push myself anymore and sully the rest of this album experience because of it. You know, I'm just trying to be sensible. If you desperately want me to hear the one with Ice Peak, no, Ice Spice, then yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it in one of my videos one day, but I don't know. I'm not too bothered about having to hear that again as a reaction. I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it after or later or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the start of this one actually. So yeah, this is technically. Oh yeah, no, Hits Different will be the last one I do for the video. Sorry. Oh, actually, Snow on the Beach, more Lana will be the last one I do for this video. But it'll be a clip from me first time reacting to it. Oh, sorry. My brain is actual mush. Right. Let's do this.
Dear reader, if it feels like a trap, you're already in one. Dear reader, get out your map, pick somewhere and just run. And if you recognize yourself, that means you did it right.
Aww.
Never take advice from someone who's falling apart. Advice from someone who's falling apart. Bend when you can, snap when you have
Bend and snap.
You don't have to answer just 'cause they asked you. The greatest of luxuries is your secret.
This is really cute.
Never take advice from someone who's falling apart. So I wander through these nights, I prefer hiding in plain sight. Prayers of a cursed man spilling out to you for free. But darling, please, you wouldn't take my word for it if you knew who was talking. To a house, not a home, all alone, 'cause nobody's there.
Wow.
Where I'm pacing my pen and my friends found friends who care.
That's cool. I love that. Love the production. I love this song. Wow, it kind of feels like she's saying, you know, don't take advice from me, but I do shine bright. Yeah, it's like being like, you shouldn't take advice from me because I'm falling apart, but at the same time, I do shine bright. And yeah, she's back and forth with it in a way, that sort of thought. Okay, let's have a look though. I like the sound of that one too a lot. Dear Reader is the final track of the 3am edition of Taylor Swift's 2022 album Midnights. The song is written from the perspective of an advice columnist, and in it, Taylor attempts to give the listener or reader life advice. She advises the listener to, among other things, be wary, reinvent themselves, bend when they can, but not bend over for others who ask of them, and keep secrets. These are all meant not to be trusted, as the narrator themselves warns the listener not to. In the song Dear Reader, the narrator has come into a very isolated, desperate life, which provides a fitting finale to an album touching on self-doubt, mistrust, and pain throughout. Yeah, very cool. I really like that, because I was thinking she's actually giving good advice in there, but then she's like, oh, but maybe don't take my advice. It's like that kind of instability in her conviction of it all, which is really cool and absolutely matches up with the rest of the album. And, I was saying earlier about how this album and some of the topics, I'm like, oh my God, I just feel very I relate to these topics so much. And I think that's interesting, considering this paragraph here says about the album being touching on self-doubt, mistrust, and pain. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I relate to all of that for sure. Interesting. But we have got one left, and that is, okay, also, I don't know if I explained it properly earlier. So I'm going to try and explain it properly again. What I'm going to do is react to Hits Different, but I'm not going to react to Snow on the Beach featuring Moulin Del Rey. What I'm going to do is insert the clip of me reacting to it. I'm not going to react to Karma featuring Ice Spice, because I know it's just going to be Karma, and Ice Spice is probably just going to have a verse, right? Which sounds cool, but I just can't do it right now. I can't. Maybe I'll do it another time. Maybe if I do the next Taylor album and it's a shorter album, I can add that one on the end or something. If you guys really want me, are desperate for me to react to it. And You're Losing Me, I reacted to that before, and I can try and add a clip of that as well. So this, technically, the last one I'm personally going to react to today is Hits Different, and the other two will be clips from other times that I've reacted to it. Okay, hopefully that all makes sense. Let's do it. Hits Different.
I washed my hands of ice at the club. You made a mess of me, like waiting for a bus that never shows. You just start walking on. Each bar plays our song. Nothing has ever felt so wrong. Oh, my love is a lie. Shit my friends say to get me by. It hits different this time. Catastrophic blues. Moving on was always easy for me to do. It hits different 'cause it's you. 'Cause it's you. I used to switch out these cans. I just go.
That's so funny.
Rip the Band-Aid off and skip town like an asshole outlaw. And the sand hurts my feelings, and I never don't cry. No, I never don't cry. At the bar, yeah, my sadness is contagious. Someone puts me in a car. I stopped receiving invitations. It hits different. It hits different this time. Catastrophic blues. Moving on was always easy for me to do. I find the artifacts cried over. I had cursed the space that I needed. You were the one that I loved. Don't need another metaphor, it's simple enough. I'm wrinkled in time like the crease by your eyes. This is why they shouldn't kill off the main guy. Didn't look good in the world. You once believed in me, and I felt you and I held you for a while. I heard your key turn in the door down the hallway. Is that your key in the door? Is it okay, or have they come to take me away?
Wow.
To take me away. Oh, my love is a lie. Shit my friends say to get me by. 'Cause it's you. Catastrophic blues. And all is always easy for me. It's different 'cause it's you.
Love the lyrics. Really love the lyrics. The actual song, yeah, whatever. I'm honestly, my brain, I truly mean it. I genuinely feel like I'm Taylor Swifted out. right now. I think I've heard too much. I mean, that's long. That is very long. I've been sat here a long time for 3 hours. So I am just like, okay. I love the lyrics though. The lyrics kept me there, and the sound of it was okay. It was like, it had like a real like chick flicky sort of sound to it, which I thought was cool. I actually did enjoy that, but it wasn't like anything like that made me want to go, oh, oh, woo, ah. You know what I mean? It was just more like oh yeah, I like the lyrics. That's cool. Yeah. Basically saying like, you know, normally I move on quickly and I can get over people, but this one's a tough one. This one hits different, and it hits different because it's you. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, now I'm going to insert the clips of me reacting to Snow on the Beach more Lana and I'm Losing You. So let's go to that.
One night, a few moons ago,
Taylor sounds so gorgeous as well. Because I'm not a Swiftie, I don't really know a lot of Taylor. I do intend on doing it, but I need it to be a whole thing when I do.
Emotionally abusive. Time can't stop me quite like you did. Like snow at the beach, weird but fucking beautiful. Flying.
I remember that bit because it just really stuck with me.
It's coming down, no sound, it's all around. Like snow
Ooh, like snow on the beach. Ah, Lana.
Like snow on the beach. Scene feels like what I want on a screen. I searched Aurora Borealis, sunlit from within. My smile is like I want a contest and to hide that would be so dishonest. Till you do, till it's true. Now it's like snow at the beach, weird but fucking beautiful. But it's coming down, no sound, it's all around. Like snow on the beach.
Yes, feels like it fits so well into Norman fucking Rockwell.
Even dare to wish it. Now I'm all for you like Janet. Can this be a real thing, can it? Are we falling like snow at the beach? You wanted me tonight, feels impossible. But it's coming down, no sound, it's all around.
It literally does feel Christmassy and beachy at the same time. It's clever. Is that Jack Antonoff as well? I can't remember if I don't think I even read into it, but I'm imagining it's Jack Antonoff because I've heard about Taylor doing an album of Jack Antonoff. And I feel like them two getting to sing together. Oh yeah, produced by Jack Antonoff and Taylor Swift. Featuring Lana Del Rey. What I wanted to say, I'm glad I didn't forget, is when Lana comes in and she uses that classic effect on her voice, you know, that kind of vintagey effect she uses. It always sounds so cool when it's on someone else's song because it really feels like Lana has entered doing her staple sort of sound effect. Do you know what I mean? It really characterizes Lana, you know what I mean? It's a Lana special. And of course, like Lana has also worked with Jack Antonoff, so it's not like she's coming on to like an Ariana Grande track. Well, when you think of Don't Call Me Angel, when she came in her bit, it felt like it changed the track completely. I loved it, using that Lana special with the vocal. But even on this, even though Jack Antonoff produced it, even though Taylor Swift is also like a singer-songwriter sort of person, still had the Lana feel to it. And of course, Taylor Swift sounded absolutely fucking wonderful too. Like I said, I haven't even heard a lot of Taylor Swift, but she sounded so good and really, really suited her voice. I loved the lyrics so much. Just like snow on a beach, weird but fucking beautiful. Just that as a statement is good. To me, it feels like falling in love in a way, or like really liking someone, but it being a person that like they would never have expected to like. I don't know if it's about that, but it feels like that. Like it's weird, but it's fucking beautiful, and like, or just like how amazing things can happen, and they're not in the ways that you expect. That's kind of what I get from it. I'll see if there's anything written here though. Ahead of its release, Swift explained the meaning behind Snow on the Beach on Instagram and also expressed feeling grateful for life to get to collaborate for the first time with Del Rey, whom she called one of the best musical artists ever, and I admitted being a massive fan of hers, although not the first time since Taylor had already voiced her admiration for Lana's work in the past. Snow on the Beach was the final midnight track to be announced on Midnight's Mayhem with Me. Swift revealed the title of the song and Lana Del Rey being featured on it during the final episode of her TikTok series. Okay. Also, Insta on the Beach, Taylor Swift and Lana Del Rey sing about the rare phenomenon of two lovers simultaneously falling in love with each other. Oh, okay. So it's not just like something that you didn't expect. It's just falling in love in general. Like, it's how weird that we just meet and we fall in love. It's just kind of crazy how that works. I get that. The song's heartwarming lyrics are part of a light and dreamy track that complement the duo's heavenly vocals. Oh, absolutely. It's so heavenly. Oh, I love it so much. So thank you so much, Raiders Pet Pig. We've now got You're Losing Me by Taylor Swift, but requested by Hunter. What's this album? Is this the one that is like the bonus? Okay, so this is the bonus track on Midnight's that I've been told to do. But anyway, yeah, let's do it. Requested by Hunter. Ooh, heartbeat.
You say I don't understand, and I say I know you don't. We thought a cure would come through in time, now I fear it won't.
Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like she's underwater with like a, those like old, I don't know what they're called. Those like deep sea diving, like old fashioned like helmets with like the whole suit. It's like she's singing inside the bubble underwater.
Remember looking at this room, we loved it 'cause of the light. Now I just sit in the dark and wonder if it's time. Do I throw out everything we built or keep it? I'm getting tired even for a phoenix, always rising from the ashes. Stop, you're losing me.
Ooh,
Stop,
I like that.
you're losing me. I can't find a pulse, my heart won't start anymore. For you, every morning I glared at you with storms in my eyes.
Ooh. Okay.
I sent you signals and bit my nails down to the quick. My face was gray, but you wouldn't admit that we were sick.
Wow.
I know my pain is such an imposition. Now you're running down the hallway, and you know what they all say. You don't know what you got until it's gone. Stop, you're losing me. Stop,
That's so impactful.
you're losing me. My heart won't start anymore. For you, 'cause you're losing me.
Wow.
'Cause you're losing me.
Is that pitched down?
Won't start, 'cause you're losing
Wow.
me. My heart won't start. Could we be a sad song till we were too far gone to bring back to life? I gave you all my best me's, and all I did was bleed as I tried to be the bravest soldier. I wouldn't marry me either, a pathological people pleaser who only wanted you to see her. And I'm fading, thinking, do something, babe, say something. Unless you're choosing me,
Whew.
you're losing me. Stop.
I love it with the heartbeat.
You're losing me. I can't find a pulse. My heart won't start anymore.
Oh my god, that's so good. And that's a bonus track, right? That's crazy. I have no idea what Midnight's is going to sound like, but I love the dimensions. There was so much like up here, and then like the panning, and like it felt wide, it felt intimate. It had so many different things. Like there was a song on the Vault tracks, Red Vault tracks, that sounded like that. Not sounded like the song, but like where the dimensions and EQs would change and the panning was like, yeah, but this one was just so enjoyable and satisfying to listen to, all those different dimensions. It's so nice. And then lyrically, of course, I'm going to look into that fully when I do the reaction. I don't even really want to touch it right now, but of course I've read through the lyrics and some of them were hitting real hard. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that. I just want to go through the track listing and talk about the songs. So we started with Lavender Haze, absolutely loved it straight away, thought, oh my god, this is really beautiful. It was like one of those things where I was like, wait, what? I didn't expect Taylor to have this sort of sound. Then we went on to Maroon, which was also gorgeous. Like, I feel like the first songs made me super emotional as well. Like, Antihero made me emotional. I thought that was really, 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 really good as well. I loved the first 3 songs. Snow on the Beach, I love the song, but obviously it's even better featuring more Lana. You're On Your Own Kid was good. I don't think I loved it as much as the other ones though, but I know I liked it. I can't really remember. Midnight Rain, gorgeous. Question, oh yeah, I remember Question was one that I didn't love. But then we went on to Vigilante shit, which is one that I really loved. I really enjoyed that one. Bejeweled, another one that I absolutely loved. Labyrinth, I think I really liked it. I don't really remember it now. I can't remember. Karma, thought that was brilliant. I love that one. Sweet Nothing, yeah, really cute. That was a really cute one. Mastermind, I thought was really interesting and very like, I don't know, just cool. I liked the lyrics of that. The Great War, yeah, I didn't love it. You know, maybe I was a little harsh on it though. I think I might have been a bit too harsh on it because it's not terrible. I actually kind of do like it, but I don't love it. Yeah, whatever. Bigger Than the Whole Sky, yeah, good. Paris, I thought that was cute. High Infidelity, I really enjoyed. Glitch was really cool. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, really good and sad. Dear Reader, really, really good too. Hits Different, yeah, okay. And then, of course, Snow on a Beach featuring more Lana. Obviously, I love it. And I haven't obviously listened to Karma featuring Ice Spice. And You're Losing Me was beautiful. Really like that one. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like, comment, subscribe, share, all those lovely things. Become a patron if you can. You know, I've sat here for 3 hours and I really enjoyed every minute of it, but oh my god, I can't even explain. I think it's because of my sinus infection too, but like my brain, I literally feel like I'm like, oh, I need to just close my eyes for a little bit before I go and do something later, go out and meet my friend and whatever. But yeah, I'm tired. That was a long one. But yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed. I love this album. I think this might be my favourite. Well, I love Folklore, obviously, but this will probably become my favourite. I already feel it will become my favourite for sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed and I shall see you next time. Bye!